Hello guys, 1M2 here, and today I'm gonna show you should you use nades early and initial nade usage. Like where should you use them and where you shouldn't. So let's get started with this two. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but you should always have smoke middle, so the opponent doesn't know how many people are B and you don't wanna get sniped through the door. Like it's pretty simple, you just bounce it from this thing. Like preferably you want the short guy to use it so you have to smoke some B, but either way it's fine, you should always do it. Another important nade which you should always use on this too is like the guy, there will be usually 3 guys on A, and you want the first one to go to long, like just watch to the ground, and when he get close you throw him off him. Like usually a lot of times you get like 4 or 5 flash smoke when they are pushing, so you want the first guy to always go there and throw him out so they don't rush you. The second or third guy can like throw a flash like this if they rush. That's what I like to do. So for B side you should always like smoke or molotov early. Like you can either smoke or molotov, and like after the molotov you can throw a smoke if you want. Like when you smoke you have the option to go there, so let's say there is Soper with good spawn and he decides to watch like B. If he's watching it all the time, like you can't be here, you can't be here, so if they decide to push B later, like they will have to check only right side. Like side behind the box and car. And they won't have to bother with like the sneaky angles here or here. So the next one map which I want to show you is Mirage. Basically for city side you just go here and always throw over there. I like throwing like aiming here and running, and it lands perfectly here, so it will stop the initial rush. Like since usually they can sometimes rush and flash, and like you can't be like here under powers. You can barely get default before they push out, so you should always try to stop this rush, so you can get in better position before they push you. After this, like you can smoke palace if you want, if you're scared from some sneaky angles, and with the smoke palace you can also pick this angle, which is like really useful. For city side, B side, you should always like throw this molotov, like you just wanna see this thing, aim here and point out, and it lands perfectly here. If they are rushing, like they will take a lot of damage, and like you can throw this molotov and then like jump spot. If they are not there, you can, if you want, go up here or just continue jump shotting. But yeah, you have the option to get into this angle also, since they can't push you through the molotov. So you get like more control with these molotovs, and you can get better position and be in more positions than if you don't throw it. Like same reason, sometimes the op will go there and if you try to jump you will die. So for this side there are a couple of nades which you can throw pretty much every round. The first one is top mid smoke. You just go on the box, aim here and throw. Basically, if you take middle, you won't get sniped from window, and connector guy will barely see you when you jump. And if you're not middle, like they might think somebody crossed like to the box if they haven't pushed. The other nade which you should always throw with this one is connector mode. Like this lineup is pretty good since it removes Soper from the angle, and with this smoke like sometimes they can go like here and pick you, and you don't want them to shoot you and get back very safe to safety. Useful smoke which you can use is for the mid control is just go into this corner, aim in the middle of the third thingy, and just press D, hold it, and press jump throw. And it will bounce perfectly in the middle of window, like really useful smoke. Another thing which I forgot to say is like when you're taking middle, you can throw like flash behind you, so you can pick somebody, for example, pushed here, so he'll get flashed. You can also use like this flash here, bounce it off. But I prefer the one in the back, and I think that's for Mirage pretty much. So let's get started with Inferno. Inferno is a little bit trickier since as city side, like you can use smokes and nades early, but like you don't have to always use them. And if you use them, you have to gain something from them. So for you go over the easier one, from this side you should always molotov car. You just go here and you bounce it off here. And like molotov car and here, so they can pick, so the Doper can pick you like from here. Another useful mode which you can use like bounce molotov here, so it molotov boilers so they can pick you from ups. I won't show you like certain lineup since I'm usually not playing there, but it's quite useful if you're scared from ups aggression. So let's get over beside defense on Inferno. You have a couple of options. You can like throw this Molotov, and your friend can bounce Molotov off here. And you can take control of banana. Like this Molotov will burn everything here, and this Molotov will burn behind the wall, so they can't hide. And then you can like throw a flash and pick them. And you can take control of banana, and you can also smoke here. And that's the aggressive take. You can always do it, but you don't have to always do it. That's the thing, like you have to use a lot of utility, but if they're playing aggressive there, like you can take control of it and hopefully kill a couple of people. And after this, like the guy can sit, like for example current, you can rotate A, and you can have only one person on B with jump spot and have smoke. Like if he sees somebody, he calls it, and one person maybe rotate, and he just go back. Like usually for the B, I like to hold at least one smoke. Like if your friend smoke early, you can like hold the second smoke. And when they throw smokes here and when you see smoke here and here, you just like... And when you see like smokes flying to city and to ruins, you just like smoke it here. And you stop their rush. I mean better smoke, but yeah. Or from here. That's like to stop executions. Like when you see the smokes flying, you just bounce smoke off here. And they will stop running. If they start running, like you can go here, and if they like run through your smoke, you just shoot them. Like it's really useful, and a lot of people usually just rush through the smoke when they start smoking. So yeah. So for the mid, the thing is like when you hear people, a lot of people middle, you should always smoke it. You can even smoke it before that. Like middle is pretty hard to hold, kind. Like if somebody throw like long smoke, it will be too late for the guy on short to take smoke and like smoke it. So usually it's smoked beforehand, and like if they start smoking, you can either go back or just try to play one, which is not really great. So for the vertical, I haven't replayed enough vertical, but I can show you just a couple of things. The current middle should always go here and play and throw Molotov. I mean, a lot of times the people will try rushing, but like you can just pull out weapon and shoot them. And after the Molotov, you can like throw smoke and take control of this area. Like you'll be able to go to A fast to backstab them, and you can also go to this angle. So basically you take control of the map and have more spots where you can be and where the terrorists have to clear. So for city side I will just show you one aggressive smoke. You just line up here and just throw there. And it bounces perfectly in the middle. You can maybe try to go like more aggressive with this smoke. I'm not usually throwing it, but I think it's good smoke, which can help you go aggressive if you want. So let's go over cache. For cache, if you are playing middle, you always want to bounce smoke off there. So you stop the initial rush, and you want to throw Molotov like this. This Molotov also bonuses under boost and me, so it can deal some damage to people trying boosting or just like moving from here. Like it's really useful, and you should always throw it. The thing with cache is like this smoke will get into bed. You can go into better positions like this and this. Also you should always break vent, so they think somebody's in vent. Like you can be here, you can be there, and it opens a lot of positions when you take middle. Preferably you want two people there, and the second person can smoke from here after the first one. Like the middle is hard to protect if you don't have smoke, so like if they go from boost and from over with flashes and like smokes in. So yeah, you should pay a lot of attention to the middle on cache. So for B side I always recommend just run here and bounce smoke off here. And it pops exactly in the middle. You can take checkers control, you can also be here, and you take a lot of control of the positions where opponent should clear always. So that's it for city side. So for this side, if there is no the smoke there, you can just like smoke the entrance, which bounces like perfectly in the middle. It's like really good smoke. You just Molotov checkers. And after the Molotov you can ask like for teammate to flash you like this. Flashbang. Or you can just try some click flash or something. And just beat and clear checkers. And after this you have checkers control, so you will have easy time taking B with some teammates working like this. Since you have like two angles to come from. So for train I don't think there are a lot of smokes which you should throw every round, but here is one mode. You just bounce off here and bounce in the entrance in the middle, so they can push off. Like the first guy probably can push, but he will still take a little bit of damage. It will stop the rush, which is like really important. You can get into better positions because of it. So for this side I will show you like how you take IV, which is like really useful and you can literally do every round. You just aim the arrow, you run and throw like when your crosshair gets here. And then you can just like bounce like all the way out there. I mean not bounce, just throw. And after the Molotov you can, until the Molotov you can sneak clear this angle. After the mode you can start clearing there, or try something stupid like crashing through the smoke, which can work sometimes. So overpass is the map with the most nades, which you can like literally throw everything around and it won't be wrong. The first one which I want to show you is like monster smoke from city spawn. You just go here and jump down. Aim was shown is jump down. It bounces in the entrance of monster. Then you can flash for your teammate, or your teammate can just flash himself. Something like this and peek and clear. And then you can take position of this, and they will have a lot more angles to clear than normally if there is no smoke. Another thing on which side which you can always do is like go here, stop, aim a shot and just run. And it moves short. And you can like go from short and take control of short with teammate preferably. I like also this position, it's quite easy to get one kill since you see them first. One really useful mode for city side aim is you just go into here, aim a shot, start running, and when you start elevating you just jump through. It's like really useful and it will almost always like the out damage. And you can even try to play aggressive. Like you can also, if you have teammate, you can make him like throw mode here. And then you can take like playground control pretty easily. I haven't learned this mode but I've seen pro players do it while running, so I won't show it, but if you want, like you can research it. So for this side you can always mode for short, so you take control of it, you just go here, aim a shot, or run away with control. And it like mode for short, so you can take control of short easily. If he runs you take damage, and if you hear smoke you know smoke. One smoke which you can always throw for, you go here, aim a shot, then jump down. This will smoke the entrance of toilet, so it's one more or less angle when you clear toilets. Like you can go and take control of connector and try to clear a little bit of banana, like this angle, here, and after the smoke you can like clear toilets. And like you remove the risk from getting sniped from this angle. There is also mode of here which I've seen but haven't learned. It's probably really good. Like I think it was from around here, but I'm not sure about the lineup. Like I've seen it in real games only, but I haven't saved it. So I think that's for overpass. So for nuke I don't think there is like any nade which you should always throw, but I really like throwing this nade when I play nuke. And after it's smoking this. And you can like try to sneak and get some kills. Like I do this so a lot when I play Faceit, since I don't know, I'm not really familiar with nuke. And I think it's like a really good thing to do. And you can get easy entries. Especially if the opponents are not expecting it. Or you can go sneak into vents and then try to do something from there. So this will be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. And if you have any other ideas or want to comment what you liked about the video or what the best nade which you think is overall on every map, just write down below in the comments. So see ya.